Yo, YouTube, what's going on, y'all? So, I'm still in Nebraska. If y'all seen my last video, y'all know why I'm here. So, if you don't know why, go ahead and check out the last video I posted. So, I want to make this video because it's actually been on my mind for a while. I've ran into a lot of people who I talked to about this subject, and I want to talk about why people hate flatbed. So, you know, like I said, as an OTR truck driver, you go a lot of places, you have random conversations with a lot of people, and I've had a number of conversations about flatbed, and it's usually always with somebody who doesn't do flatbed, or they have done flatbed before and they quit, or they've done flatbed for a really long time, and you know, maybe they just got too old to do it, or just, you know, they maybe had some type of injury that you know, was preventing them from doing it, you know what I'm saying? So but like I said, having conversations with just random people, and there's a couple of things why people hate flatbed. Okay, the number one reason, honestly, why people hate flatbed, the number one thing I hear from people is the tarping. It's not even the securement, it's just the tarping. Like, people hate tarping for some reason. Now, tarping is part of your securement, but specifically just tarping, people don't like tarping. Now, I can be honest and say sometimes tarping can be difficult, especially if the wind's blowing crazy, and you know, or if it's real cold outside, or even when it's real hot. It's just, you know, it's kind of like one of those things it's like an extra thing you have to do. Like, once you secure your load, you know, then it's like, oh man, I still got a tarp. So it's kind of like one of those extra annoying things that you got to do that, you know, you wish you didn't have to do all the time. But honestly, it's not that bad. I'm probably just used to it now, over a year and a half of doing it. So for me, you know, I guess I'm just used to it, and you know, I'm still you know, I'm not up there in age, so, you know, it's like, I mean, I guess I'm still kind of young, so it's probably easier for me to get out there and do it versus somebody who's up there in age. You know, it's more difficult, which I understand. So but yeah, that's the number one reason is the tarping. People just, for some reason, you know, the people who have done flatbed, they just don't like tarping. And then the people who've never done flatbed, they hear the stories about, like, oh, you're gonna have to tarp, and you know, so I guess you know, they take other people's opinions or whatever and just say, like, no, I don't want to do all that work. So but that's the number one reason. Okay, another reason why people don't like flatbed, honestly, is just being outside your truck in all type of conditions. You know, it doesn't matter, rain, snow, when it's hot, when it's cold. You know, sometimes I pick up loads because I live in North Carolina, so I pick up loads in South Carolina sometimes, and in the summertime, it's hot outside. Sometimes it's 90 degrees, sometimes it can be 100 degrees. It's just crazy. I mean, and you know, you're out there sweating, and you know, it's not this isn't drive-in or reefer where you just pull up to the dock, back up, and, you know, or open the doors and slide your tandems. Like, it's, you know, that's not what you do in a flatbed. You know, flatbed, you get loaded. Depending on what type of load you got, you know, you're gonna have to throw some straps or some chains. You might have to throw both. You know, and you might have to tarp. You know, the company I'm at, we probably tarp. I'd say we tarp 80% of the time, honestly. Just be honest with you. You know, I do get some loads where I don't have to tarp, but majority of the time I'm tarping. So it doesn't matter. You gotta get out there and you gotta get it done, and you know, get you a whole bunch of water, keep you a whole bunch of water, buy you some Gatorade, get you a fridge, a mini fridge or a cooler, and you know, it is what it is. So people don't like that. I think people don't like the securement. Then people don't like having the responsibility of securing. You know, people don't like having that because it is a responsibility. You know, you got to make sure these things are strapped down and chained down properly and correct. You know, you don't want your load, you don't want to have a load shift, and even worse than that, you don't want your load falling off. So you know, you got to make sure you're securing your load right, using the right amount of securement. And you also have to watch out too for you know, some loads you might get where they're real sensitive, so you can't just tighten all the way down on them. You know, you have to tighten just enough to where you don't damage the product. For example, like some drywall or something like that you get, you know, you want to make sure you put edge protection on there. And then you also, you know, you want to, like I said, you know, make sure it's tight, but you don't want to go so tight down on it to where it's going to crack that the product. You know, you don't want it damaged. So there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of responsibility, and I think people don't want that responsibility. And you know, I mean, I can honestly say drive-in, y'all remember, if y'all been watching my videos, I made a video a while back when they accidentally put me on drive-in, but you know, drive-in was pretty simple. It was just like pull up, they load you, you know, slide your tandems or whatever, and you know, back up to the dock, and then once they're done, pull out and then slide your tandems again and then take off. Like, it was easy. Now if y'all seen them videos, y'all know it was annoying after a while, and I wanted to go back on flatbed. But yeah, you know, just that's why people hate flatbed. In my opinion, it's work. You know, it's not just sitting here and driving. It's not backing up to docks and waiting to get loaded and closing doors. That's not what it is. It's getting loaded. You know, you might have to get out and set up some dunnage on your trailer so they can put the product on your trailer, and you know, you might have to help them load it onto your trailer, not like physically, but just, you know, helping them line it up, lining the product up on your trailer. And like I said, when they're done with that, then you got to secure and tarp. So in my opinion, that's why people hate flatbed. That's what I've been hearing from people. And then also, that's kind of my opinion too, just as far as the responsibility of it. So but yeah, just thought I'd make this video. Thank y'all for listening. It's actually getting later on in the day. Hopefully y'all can take off tomorrow. I really want to get this load there. So it is what it is, but appreciate y'all for watching. Thanks to all my subscribers, people who leave comments, you know, who like my videos. I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.